Got out and threw some hammer today. Standard training for me now that I'm kind of getting the season ready. Gonna start taking some reps and really hitting things. Really not trying to stomp the gas pedal per se in my throws, but you could see me throw some hammer. Throw, you can come in. It's not a big deal. Just another dumb video. Living my life in a dumb way. Watching my wife put the trash out. It's the way you run your household. And so threw some hammer, threw some sheaf, did some sprints and some jumps, both of which are pretty embarrassing as far as I'm not jumping very high and I'm pretty slow. But we're going to keep working on those things. Hammer needs some work, as does sheaf, and I'll kind of go over those details in the commentary. Check it out, subscribe, like it, share it, and don't let your meatloaf. So this is getting into the throws. Working with the hammer here, this is a pretty standard warm-up for me. You see, I've got the hip circle on. This is after I've already kind of walked around the field a little bit and done a little bit of jogging and some moving. I left my camera on autofocus for this point since I was moving around, which wasn't a great idea, but I'm still learning stuff. I'm not very smart. So this is kind of some walking movement once I've got the hammer going. Just trying to find when you can counter and when you can unweight and lift your feet. The hip circle just kind of helping get everything nice and warm. So I did a handful of these. I think I only recorded one round of it. Also warmed up and didn't record hip swings since we've seen plenty of those in the last couple days from my other videos. And I did some hammer winds the other way, and just to kind of stretch everything out. I don't really do a whole lot left-sided, so it's a it's a good change for training. I actually get into the throws, strapped on the new boots, which need some new insoles for, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with the way they felt. You know, pretty easy throw there, just basically going through the motions. So the ongoing thing from today's training that I'm noticing is I am not using my right side to push at all. I'm really dragging the left. I mean, I'm using it a little bit, but I'm reaching back. Positions are pretty good, but I'm really not using the right side to push. And there's a lot of distance I'm missing out from that, which is great. I got a lot of distance I can find. So hopefully I can get that together and get things better. But that was a pretty good throw, so I think I'm going to break it down a little slow-mo. See what I did right here versus the other. My longer throws always end up a little bit right sector, and I think that's because I block a little bit better plus push through. So you can see me reach back there, keeping the ball down, reach back again, and then around the third time, and you can see it push out and actually finish the throw kind of all connected and let my belly breathe, as you can see. And so on to more throws and just kind of getting the reps. This is all heavy hammer that I'm throwing right now. I'll start throwing some light in, getting closer to my game next month. I'll be out in the Carolinas to compete. This is what the heavy hammer looks like. This is a pretty standard practice for me. I think I recorded just about every throw. May have missed a couple from a couple different angles. You can see things start transferring backwards on the way that throw from that angle. But I'm really trying to work and get things going. Actually, I'm pretty happy with things went. A lot of throws today in the 105 to 110 range, and a couple probably over that. I really don't measure throws during training. It doesn't fucking matter. I have a couple flags out there that give me an idea of where things are just for some feedback. But you know, I get a question about whether or not I do a lot of accessory ab work, and I don't, because I throw a lot of this. And needless to say, this is pretty brutal. So this is my first throw switching to the 20. The 20-pound hammer is a little lighter, and I actually get, you know, some distant throws on it after I've already hit my regular ones. And that's kind of how I'm adding it in right now. Threw in the probably 117 to 119 range, which is a pretty good indicator for me for how far I should be throwing once things get going with the real weight. And then I threw some sheaf, you know, kind of just first throw, pretty stiff. I haven't thrown this since September, and then did some bottom drills. I have another video that I'm going to break down some high-speed footage of sheaf to go over it. So the bottom drill is just basically just getting that vertical pull, and then some full throws. Felt pretty solid. Never mind that camera glitch. And But you can see really trying to reach down and drop the bag to a low point over my right foot and then drive it up, basically like doing a snatch pull from that position. Kind of getting a focus here on the feet, and you can see it just kiss the ground and then really go up. But that's a basic day of sheaf training for me. Took quite a bit of throws there as well. Pretty gassed. Weather was really nice, so you got to take advantage of it in the spring down here when you can. Also did some sprints, which are embarrassingly slow. Really all I'm trying to do with the sprint is get out of the gate and push the first 10 yards and then kind of coast out. So I did 10 of these. I think I recorded 5. A little boring to watch. But this whole training block is about explosive power, and sprints and jumps are going to be part of it. So this is another bit I'm doing, the hip circle, just basically jumping and landing. I thought about adding in some stuff under me, but I'm not that smart.